This week's video is sponsored by RetailMeNot.com. Both movies take place in the city of Los Angeles and start off with a robbery by masked gunmen. The criminals in Point Break could get up to 25 years to life for robbing the banks, and it's definitely not worth it. The criminals in the Fast and the Furious could face up to 3 to 9 years and a $10,000 fine for stealing DVD players, and it's only worth it if the DVD players could play Blu-rays. Cut to a shot of the undercover dudes, and both of the guys have to go through some rigorous training. Johnny Utah practices for hours and won't quit until his target is on point. Meanwhile, Bryan won't quit until his gas tank's on E. Both guys are working undercover for the FBI to find out the identity of the robbers at the beginning. To me, it's a no-brainer here because Bodie and his crew don't have jobs, yet they always have money, so they fit the description or whatever. But with Dom, you never really know because he owns a restaurant and a car garage, so he seems legit. One day, the main guy goes to a sandwich shop and falls in love with the chick at the register because. Then he finds out the chick is cool with the main suspect. Here, the love interest is the suspect's little sister, and here, she's his ex-girlfriend. Messing with her is no way to gain the criminal's trust, but then this one time when the detective is fighting, both of the suspects jump in to break it up. Bodie broke it up because he has morals and stuff. Dom only broke it up because his sister made him. After that, Dom takes Bryan's wallet, but thankfully he doesn't carry around too much information, which would defeat the purpose of being undercover. But tell me why, when Johnny's wallet gets taken away, he's carrying around his date of birth, last 9 numbers of his social, and his freaking FBI ID badge. Idiot. When he gets back to work, Bryan gets yelled at by his boss, but it's his undercover boss who can't fire him, so he doesn't even care. Johnny gets yelled at by his real boss who can fire him, but still doesn't care because Johnny's cool with somebody in HR. Later on that night, all these cars are parked with high beams on to watch the main characters race. Over here, the people watch them play two-hand touch. Afterwards, when everybody's ganging up on the detective, Bodie's like, chill, this guy's cool. Wanna know what's not cool? Bullying. And everybody stops. Dom does the opposite and picks at him, and the crowd laughs at all the jokes, even the ones that aren't funny. Dom doesn't trust Bryan at all at first, until this one part where Bryan helps him get away from the cops because he doesn't want to blow his cover. Johnny's cover is already blown at this part, and he helps Bodie get away from the cops anyway. In Point Break, after the robberies, the bad guys always torch the cars so the cops don't find any evidence. Here, they torch Bryan's car because they found evidence that Dom slept with the bad guy's little sister. After the felon starts trusting the undercover dude some more, he invites him to his house for a party, and he's all like, whatever's mine is yours. So he's like, for real? And the guy's like, yeah, for real. The difference is Johnny gets the draws in this movie with little to no effort, and with Bryan, he has to work hard for it. At first, his girl is saving her virginity for the sequels, but after he takes her on a date, she changes her mind. Which brings me to my biggest difference between the two chicks. I like Tyler because she's nurturing and stuff like the first mom for Fresh Prince. There's multiple times when she shows concern about Johnny getting in harm's way. I low-key can't stand Mia because she's the one that's always starting stuff and putting Bryan in harm's way. When things get serious between the two lovebirds, Dom is all like, if you break her heart, I'll break your neck. And Bodie literally tries to break her neck. Okay, back to the case. The FBI raids the house of people they think are behind the robberies. I gotta give Bryan's team like 3 or 4 pats on the back because those dudes are organized and get the job done with nobody getting hurt. And with Johnny and his team, everybody gets hurt. I mean, like everybody. And make it so bad, the info the FBI got for the raid was wrong anyway. So that was kind of awkward. But at least it's obvious now that the real culprits have been under their nose the whole time. The criminals take the undercover guy to the desert. They reward the hell out of him by going skydiving over here. And Bryan gets to go to the desert too, but he goes to watch drag racing. My 10th grade guidance counselor used to always say, peer pressure is fear pressure. I never knew what that meant until I saw the way that Dom and Bodie punked their friends into doing the last heist, even though they didn't want to. Then they punked Johnny into participating in the final robbery, which puts his whole career in jeopardy. And Bryan dumb self-volunteers and drives himself to the final robbery like an idiot. Murphy's Law gets his 15 minutes of fame at the heist when everything goes wrong. For one, both of the main characters get shot at. Thank God Johnny had a bulletproof vest over here. And thank God the truck driver over here had bad aim. And the plan goes down the drain when this one guy with the gun tries to act like his favorite Marvel character, catching the thieves off guard. The only thing is, this guy's favorite Marvel character is Iron Man, and this guy's favorite character is Agent Coulson. After that, Bryan doesn't want to lose his job, so he phones it in. In Point Break, Johnny must get disability or unemployment checks we don't know about because he doesn't give a F-bomb about his job and doesn't tell his boss nothing. Also, both movies have a part where the hero has to save the life of an enemy. Bryan's makes sense because he doesn't want anybody to get hurt. Johnny doesn't want anybody except his partner to get hurt and jumps in the way to protect his enemy, letting his partner get shot. twice. Yeah, foes before bros. That one guy that gets injured on Fast and the Furious, they make him feel better by putting him on a plane. The other guy that gets injured on Point Break, they make him feel better by throwing him out of one. At the end, it's kind of crazy because Bodhi crashes and dies in the movie, which is foreshadowing because Swayze died in real life. Dom crashes in the Fast and the Furious, and Walker is the one that passes away in real life. May they both rest in peace. And those are 24 reasons these movies are different, so truth or dare, like and share, leave a comment under there. If you don't, that's not fair. This thing took a week to prepare. But I'm not a rapper though.
Everybody freeze! Everybody move! Keep your hands up and your eyes down!
Me personally, I'm a firm believer of thou shalt not steal. It's nothing religious or anything like that. I just don't really see the need if you got an Android or Apple device. What you should do is just download the free Retell Me Not app to get the best deals this holiday season. I know, I get it. I could just hear you now. Whoa, it sounds awesome. But how do I get the discounts at the stores I go to, bro? In your Johnny Utah voice. But guess what? Retell Me Not gives you discounts at Target, Macy's, and all of these other places. So everybody could get any deal. Look, from what I hear, bullets kinda hurt. So do yourself a huge favor in this holiday season. Don't take anybody else's money. Just save yours instead. All you have to do is text COUCH to 42767 or click the link in the description and download the free Retell Me Not app today and start racking up on tons of savings in time for the holidays. Message and data rates may apply. For terms and policy, visit retellmenot.com. Download Retell Me Not today. Thumbs up because prices go down.
Best elevator music I've ever heard.